Hello. I'm beginning my Cherokee 2001 project with a replacement of my rear bumper with a Smittybilt, and this model has the swing gate for the tire. Now the reason I decided to make this video, and I'll continue with the rest of this this bumper installation, is because right off the bat I ran into a problem with what's listed as the nut strip, and the instructions are showing that you can just take the existing one out and put the new one in. Well, first off, if you do not have a tow hitch, you will not have one on the driver's side. That would be this one right here, which is flat, and that's fine. It will work just fine. The one for the passenger side, which is also flat from Smittybilt, will not work, because the 2000 and the 2001, I believe, are the only 2 years, they put a step to hold the support for the exhaust hanger, which requires the bracket to have a step like that. Clearly, this one is not going to do, because it has to have a step. So, okay. So you order one that has a step. It's going to cost you an extra $30 from this company. And you'll find, I'm going to go to the truck now and I'll show you on the truck what you'd be looking at. Now I've already taken the bumper off. And once the side pieces are off, you have your two bumper supports. This is the driver's side. It's 4 bolts. These 4 bolts have to be retained for the new bumper. Yeah, believe it or not, even though you pay nearly $1,000 for it, you don't get these 4 bolts. So again, this is the driver's side without a tow hitch, so there is no nut strip in there. Now, what Smittybilt provided, like I stated earlier, will work. It fits in, it's snug, but it goes in and it sits flat. Boom, there it goes. Now, getting it back out, of course, is always a pain. I want to show you that it will work. So Smittybilt does provide a nut strip that will work on the driver's side. On the passenger side, again, 4 bolts. Take the 4 bolts off. I've already obviously taken this off, so there's only 2 holding it on. Take the 4 bolts off, you take your bracket. Again, you have to keep your 4 bolts. Now, this is where you can get confused, because if you look, you'll see that the original has this lip and an extra bolt here. So when you're ordering your new nut strip, because the one from Smittybilt is flat, and would help if I had this out, but I'm not ready to disconnect my exhaust, so right now we're just going to have to go with a visual. But this piece here, it's a little confusing, because you think, okay, I'm going to need it to look like that. So you look in your catalog, and we'll go back to the selections. You look in your catalog, and here you have the exact OEM replacement. All right, so you order this for $30. Now, we'll go back to the truck. Okay, you put this in, it goes in. Oh, and it works. All right, everything looks good. Problem is that when you go to mount your bracket for your bumper on here, guess what's in the way? This guy. This guy's in the way. So you can't use OEM. OEM replacement nut strips will not work. So you just wasted shipping time, and you have to return this to wherever you got it. So what you'll end up, come back over here, what you'll end up doing is reordering a nut strip that will work. JCR. JCR makes these bulletproof. They even have a video testing these things on their website. And, you know, once I install it, we're going to test that out, obviously, through the installation. But pretty impressive. It's solid. Comes with a bag of nuts, stickers. Everything seems to come with stickers. It's like reliving your childhood with these stickers. Okay, so this would be the driver's side. Now we put this guy in. Each side has the step up. Even though it doesn't need it on the driver's side, they still went with the step up. Not quite sure why they do that, maybe to make it universal for some reason, but the step up technically isn't needed here. It will go in just fine. And now when you put your new totally beefed up bumper support on here, it will go right on. You can use your original factory bolts. That'll bolt in. I'll continue this in another video, the actual installation of this bumper, but the 4 bolts will go on. Then it's bolted from underneath as well, obviously. 3 bolts that did actually come with the bumper go in underneath, but that's the way it works. It will not work with that flange that comes up and over this edge. This has to be clear, because the new bumper goes right up against here, and this over here cannot be there. Okay, so going back up to the nut strips. So again, this is what comes with Smittybilt. The driver's side is okay. This is the driver's side. That one's fine. Passenger side will not work because it does not have the step up. If you order an OEM, the OEM version, which in this case is a quality product by Crown, this piece and this nut is in the way for an aftermarket product. JCR, bulletproof. Comes with bolts. I'm not sure if these bolts are going to be long enough, because I'm also going to be installing a tank skid plate, and we'll see that when I film that. But it does come with hardware. It's $10 more than this, but this works and this doesn't. So obviously it's worth the money. And again, going back to the vehicle, the reason that the new one doesn't work is because the existing one was hollow. But not hollow, the proper term I guess would be it was bent, so it wasn't solid, so it went around this piece and it fit right in there, no problem, because it went around it like that. This guy is this beefy piece of steel, and the exhaust is in the way, but you can see how that has to go flat against this piece like I showed you on the other side. So that's why it works with the original bumper. It worked with the original bumper because this flimsy, nothing sits right over it. These heavy duty supports have to be bolted on tight. So I wanted to put this piece out as a starter because I just lost at least a week, more like 10 days, flipping out and changing out and waiting for these nut strips to come. And there was nothing on YouTube to give me a heads up on what to do with this. So now there is. And that's all I've got. So until I pick up on the installation of this, have a good day. Goodbye.